It's a great community to be a part of because it's not just work. It's people together hanging out. We have a lot of similar struggles, but successes as well. And you're able to connect on it. But it's not all sales and work. And that's great.
Yeah.
Good breather.
This is Facility Rockstars, the podcast that celebrates the unsung heroes of our daily lives, facility professionals. I'm your host, Jay Colbert. Join me as we honor these great leaders, sharing stories, insights, and expertise that empower us all to learn and grow together. Facility Rockstars is sponsored by Colludus, operating the way you operate in order to make your life easier.
Welcome back to Facility Rockstars, the show where we honor the unsung heroes of our facilities world, facility professionals. So today's episode is a little different and a little special. Last week, we had the incredible opportunity to attend the ISPE event at the iconic Gillette Stadium, where we recorded live, in-person conversations with some of the most passionate professionals in the field. It was an absolute blast connecting with so many new faces and industry pros. It really energized us and helped expand our growing community of Facility Rockstars. We're thrilled to keep growing this platform and shining a spotlight on the people who keep facilities running at their best. Let's dive into our special ISPE at Gillette Stadium episode.
Hey, everybody. Doing my first interview here at the ISPE event. I'm here with Mark, and he's going to answer 3 questions. So the first question I have for you is, well, I did say your name already, but what industry are you a part of?
So I am in the low voltage IT infrastructure distributor.
Got it. The second question I have for you is a little bit more fun. What is your favorite Boston sports team?
Patriots, of course. That's why I'm here too.
Yeah, got to come to Gillette for the Pats.
Of course.
And then the last question I have is, what would you like to know about the Facility Rockstars community?
Sure. So exactly who is your target audience? What do you guys do?
Yeah, so our target audience is particularly people that Colludus wants to work with. So it's mostly we have facility managers, directors of maintenance on the show, EH&S professionals. Like we have a lot of different people, and it's kind of just to create a community and help people solve problems.
Sure. Awesome. That sounds awesome.
Great. Thanks for joining me.
No problem. Thanks.
Hey, everybody. It's Amanda, and I'm joined with...
This is Mike Correa. I'm here with Millennium Consulting.
You kind of covered the first question, so I'm going to jump right into the second one, which is,
cool.
What is your favorite Boston sports team?
Die hard Boston Red Sox. That game yesterday was unbelievable. Chapman closed the door, had me absolutely ecstatic, so that was awesome.
It's so good. I'm so excited to hear that. And then the last question I have is, what would you like to know about the Facility Rockstars community?
Yeah, so I honestly came over. I'm a big marketing guy. I like the backdrop. I thought that was cool, so I was just going to ask you to give me the background because I honestly don't know anything about you guys,
for sure. So Facility Rockstars is obviously a podcast,
Yep.
and we like to get a bunch of professionals from the facilities industry on, and we basically get them on, and we try to help solve the problems and just create community.
That's awesome. That's
Thanks
really
for
cool.
joining me.
Thank you very much for having me.
Hi, everybody. I'm Amanda, and I'm here with...
My name is Agata Gojewska, and I'm Senior Facility Manager with CBRE.
Great. So the first question I have for you is, what do you enjoy the most about being a part of the Facility Rockstars community?
I absolutely love the community. I think it's a great platform for facility management folks to use as a tool to not only connect, but get a great insight on the industry standards, new different suggestions for a way of doing things, connecting with vendors. So I absolutely used it as a great resource. And Jay has been fabulous with making the connections. I enjoy doing events that are initiated by Facility Rockstars, so such as today.
Right.
I'm really happy to be here and just, broaden my horizons, network. I think that's majority of it, yes.
Yeah, I mean, you basically just described all of what we're about, so that's fabulous. So my next question that I have for you is, what is one question that you would ask a fellow Facility Rockstar community member?
Well, there's always multiple questions in facilities. As we all know, none of the days in facilities management part are the same. So again, your insight, your perspective and the industry trends, because that's always evolving. So I'm curious about how others manage facilities, buildings, soft services.
That's great. And obviously you've been on the podcast before, so I just wanted to ask you, what was like your favorite part about being on the podcast?
I think that was my first podcast in general. So the experience itself was a little nerve-wracking, but I think, I really enjoyed the conversation. Jay made it very smooth. And again, the conversation was flowing very well. And I learned a lot too through the conversation. So I advise anyone that could actually to listen to the podcast. There's, again, so many personalities, so many different inputs. But in general, just an idea of having a podcast and talking about facilities, talking about stuff that I do every day.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much for joining me.
Sure. Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and I'm here with...
Amy Cassidy.
So nice to meet you.
You too.
So the first question I have is, where do you work and what industry are you in?
Sure. So I've been within biotech and pharmaceutical companies for over 20 years. And I have a company called Culture Core. And what we do is we build culture and HR departments for small and growing companies.
So great. My second question for you is, what is your favorite Boston sports team?
Definitely the Red Sox.
Yes,
but I must say I'm really behind on who's in the lineup these days. But
that's totally okay. They're killing it right now, so that's all we need to know. And then the last question that I have for you is, since you've never heard of Facility Rockstars, what's one question you asked me about the podcast?
I would like to kind of get a better feel for what types of people you have, such as, myself being in HR, but in biopharma, what kind of connections do you really see being made over the podcast?
So we make a ton of connections within the facilities community. So we get a bunch of people on from different industries, biotech, pharma, manufacturing, etc. And then we also have people on who are like EH&S managers, director of facilities, so many other different titles. But we just, we're just really trying to make that facilities community tight and connected and help them out with any problems.
That is awesome. So that's what I do from an HR perspective. So that's a nice little segue.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to be here with you today and, to promote Culture Core.
Yes.
Where we really build culture from the core.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much.
Hey, everyone. I'm Amanda, and I'm here with...
Hey, I'm Dan.
All right. The first question I have for you today is, where do you work and what industry are you from?
So where I work is in the Northeast primarily, but nationwide. And the industry today, I would say, is pharma and life sciences, because we're an energy services provider.
Okay, great. So the next question that I have for you is, what is your favorite sports team?
My favorite sports team is sometimes the Denver Broncos.
That's fair. And then the last question I have is, since you've never heard of Facility Rockstars, what's a question you would ask me about it?
So how do I meet more facility managers in the key verticals that we address, which are most of them nationwide?
Well, we can help you with part of that. So if you join the Facility Rockstars community, we have a LinkedIn page and people engage there. And we have on a bunch of directors of facilities, facility managers from all different industries. So that can at least give you a head start.
Awesome. Yeah, the more we can learn and talk to our peers, the better.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Yes. Hey, I'm Amanda, and I'm here with...
Dan Kepfer.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks.
So the first question I have for you is, where do you work and what industry are you in?
Sure. I work for CHA. I'm actually based out of Fleming Island, but most of my people are up and down the East Seaboard and domestically, and I'm the Director of Equipment Maintenance and Reliability for that company.
Great. The next question I have is, what is your favorite Boston sports team?
Well, I hate to say it because it's my first time I've ever been to Boston, but I'm a Bills fan. So, yeah, it's going to hurt for you guys this weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I was afraid you were going to say that.
Oh, yeah. Diehard Bills fan my whole life. My whole family's from Buffalo, so.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, the last question I have is, since you've never heard of Facility Rockstars, what's one question you ask me about it?
Yeah, I would ask you, what does Facility Rockstars do?
Yeah, so Facility Rockstars, first and foremost, is a podcast. We invite people from all kinds of facility industries, biotech, pharma, manufacturing, etc. And we talk to them. We bring them on so that they can tell us about their problems, any issues they're having, and just kind of have a nice conversation. And the other part of it is just connecting people.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I would say, if you ever get a chance, connect with CMMS Radio.
Ooh, okay.
If you haven't found them, find them on YouTube. They're also on LinkedIn. But the gentleman that runs CMMS Radio actually does something similar to this, where he brings in people from different industries to focus on the actual computerized maintenance management systems used in utilities and facilities, and also for manufacturing.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here with.
Bill McNally.
So nice to meet you, Bill.
Nice to meet you.
The first question I have is, where do you work and what industry are you in?
So I work for AEM. It's American Energy Management. It's a building automation company, and we're based in Westboro, Massachusetts. We have a Connecticut branch as well,
Okay,
and basically we service all industries for smart building technology.
great.
Yeah.
All right. The second question I have for you is, what is your favorite Boston sports team?
Go Pats.
Yes, especially where we're at Gillette today. It fits right
Yes.
in.
I was here Sunday for the last game when they
wow.
won big. So
Yeah,
yes.
you watch them crush the other
yes.
team. I got to watch it from home, but it's
Yes.
usually better when you're here,
Yeah,
right?
It's a great time.
Yes. And then the last question I have for you is, if you could ask me any question about Facility Rockstars, what would it be?
So I've heard of Facility Rockstars.
Mhm.
So I am hearing about more of it in the industry, which is great. I think it's a smart idea to have
Yeah.
facility players out there talking about what they're dealing with and what they're seeing, what's coming
Yeah.
around the horizon. So yeah, I'm just learning. I saw your booth and I've heard of you guys, and I just want to kind of see what your projections is for the next few years and
Yeah.
what your plans are as a podcast.
Yeah, for
in terms
sure.
of growth.
Oh yeah. So for growth, we're obviously we're just trying to obviously reach more people. That's the biggest thing, because with the community, we just want to be able to help as many people as we can.
Right.
We want to be able to connect as many people as we can. So that's our huge growth that we're
Yes.
looking for. And then obviously in terms of the podcast, obviously the more people, the more listeners.
Right.
And really just skyrocketing the Facility Rockstar
Yeah.
brand.
That's great. Every building needs it. So
Yes. Well, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hey everybody, I'm Amanda and I'm joined with.
George Haddad from New England Biolabs.
Great. And what industry is that in?
We're in biotech.
Okay, great. So the next question I have for you is, what is your favorite Boston sports team?
Patriots.
Good, good. Perfect. We're in Gillette right now, so it works out well.
Works out good, yeah.
And then the last question I have for you is, if you could ask me a question about Facility Rockstars, what would it be?
What do you guys do?
Yeah. So Facility Rockstars is a podcast, and we bring together facility professionals from all different kinds of industries like pharmaceutical, biotech, manufacturing, etc. And we just try to build a community and help people solve their problems.
Great.
Thanks for being on the podcast.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Amanda, and I'm joined with.
Glenn Gould, TC Controls.
All right. So the first question I have for you today, since you've been on the podcast, is what do you enjoy the most about the Facility Rockstars community?
So it's a great community to be a part of because it's not just work. It's people together hanging out. We have a lot of similar struggles, but successes as well. And you're able to connect on it. But it's not all sales and work. And that's great.
Yeah.
Good breather.
It's nice to be able to, kind of leave work where work is and then,
You got it.
hang out with, fellow facility professionals and just chat.
Know the grind.
Yes.
You got it.
So my next question is, what is one question that you would ask a fellow Facility Rockstars member?
Education based. It would be, how are we promoting, or how is your organization or company promoting the support of facilities management as a career? You don't see it enough. I'm a Wentworth grad, majored in facilities. Awesome opportunity. You learn a ton from that. Good career. So we just got to put more energy towards it.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yep.
And then the last question is, what is one thing that struck you from a recent Facility Rockstars episode?
I would say the conversation surrounding people's previous work experience. So I believe someone had owned a coffee shop or worked at a coffee shop before, but, merged into this field. And I thought it was a great example of how, you can have that previous experience from another business,
Right.
but still get into the world of facilities. Of course, it's going to take some time, but, the payouts there because of the type of work, the people, and the earnings
Yeah.
have made it worthwhile. So I thought that was great to see.
Yeah, no, it's been so interesting. There's been so many people that have had way different backgrounds
Yeah.
and then ended up in facilities and they're like, hey, this is just where it led me.
Right.
So
And they stay and they like it.
Yes.
So that's a testament.
it's
cool.
great. Well,
Yep.
thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for having me.
Hey, I'm Amanda and I'm joined with.
Steve Hardigan.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
So the first question that I have for you is, where do you work and what industry are you in?
So I work with NECI, originally New England Controls Incorporated.
and that's part of a larger group. That's the Stellix group.
Okay.
So Stellix is a services group. They have another division that's Zether, which is a consulting group. They have another division that's Canota, which is bioreactor change management. And NECI was the original automation, engineering, and control systems.
Okay, great. The second question I have for you, we're getting a little fun here. What is your favorite Boston sports team?
Ooh, born and raised in Lowell. So I'm going to say I grew up in the heyday of the Patriots not being great, and then got to see right here at Gillette as they transformed into a dynasty. So it has to be the Patriots.
Yeah, and it's fitting since we're at Gillette today,
It is.
too.
It
So
is.
it works out perfectly.
Ironically, I met my wife in '99, and she is a Packer fan.
Oh.
So if I survived that Super Bowl, I figured I may as well marry her. I mean, what could ever be harder than that? So, yeah.
I love that story. So the last question that I have for you today is, since you've never heard of Facility Rockstars, what's one question that you'd ask me about it?
I'd want to know what people are doing around innovation and collaboration across industries, right? Where I see most progress being made is when dissimilar disciplines come together and teach each other how they're innovating within their space. And that creates these ideas where so I know what our company does well and what we're able to do. I want to see where the innovation is coming in other places so I can take and apply that in our industry.
Yeah. Well, that makes total sense. And that's basically what Facility Rockstars is all about. It's about creating those communities so people that are like-minded, or they work in the same industry or they don't, can talk to one another, solve each other's problems, and just have those great conversations.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for the conversation.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, I'm Amanda, and I'm here with
Paul Simons.
Good to meet you. So the first question that I have for you is, where do you work and what industry are you in?
I work at Pharma in Coventry, Rhode Island. It's a CMO, contract manufacturing organization, for a lot of customers for large pharma.
Got it. The second question I have, a little bit more fun, is what's your favorite Boston sports team?
If I have to pick, it's probably the Patriots, but I am, full disclosure, a Cowboy fan.
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
I'll take the Patriots, though. We'll take it.
That's right.
That's a sin. That's a sin.
That's right. Not a direct clash, but
Oh, and then the last question that I have for you is, since you've never heard of Facility Rockstars, what question would you ask me about it?
so I'm part of an old facility. They're trying to do a lot of retrofitting, and static dissipating flooring is something I've been interested in. So understanding what you and your team might be able to offer us.
Yes, we definitely can offer you a lot of options for flooring. At least Colludus can,
Right.
Which puts on Facility Rockstars. But as for what Facility Rockstars can do is, we could connect you with other kinds of people too that can help with other problems you might have too.
Networking is the way to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Hey everyone, I'm Amanda, and I'm here with
Latif Fakari.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Amanda.
So my first question for you is, where do you work and what industry are you in?
So I work for the SLAM Collaborative. They're actually architects, but I support business development and marketing.
Great. That's awesome. So my next question for you, we're going to get to a fun one here. What is your favorite Boston sports team?
Ooh, I'm going to have to go with the Boston Red Sox.
Yes, they're doing really well right now.
They are. So proud of my boys.
Yes. And then the last question I have is, since you've never heard of Facility Rockstars, what's one question you'd ask me about it?
How can I be involved?
How can you be involved? Well, two things. One, obviously, you could be a guest on the podcast at some point. And the second one is, we have a LinkedIn community. So feel free to join that. I can give you a card afterwards. You can join it. And we also hold events here and there too, just like this. So
awesome. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Amanda.
Yes. Hey, I'm Amanda, and I'm here with
Kristen.
So nice to meet you, Kristen. I was just curious, can you tell me, where you work and what industry you're in?
Yeah, I'm in a pharmaceutical company. I work for Moderna in lab operations.
Great. My second question for you is, what's your favorite Boston sports team?
Red Sox. Go Red Sox.
Yes.
We just beat the Yankees last night. So
I know everybody's so happy about it. They're doing good, and I'm just like praying they can keep doing what they need to do.
Yep. Rather be lucky than good. That's actually a
Yes.
Yankee saying, but it's okay. We like to throw it back in there.
So my last question that I have for you is, since you've never heard of Facility Rockstars, what question would you ask me about it?
Maybe what are you guys doing for the community and how are you giving back in any ways?
Yeah. So our big thing is community here. Having people on the podcast is really helpful to make connections and introductions, which we help with. And we also help by offering solutions to their problems. One of the questions on the podcast usually involves a challenge that they're facing. And so, if our viewers see that and they know how to solve it, they can reach out. So that's what we do for the community.
Awesome. I'm going to listen later.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Amanda, and today I'm joined with
Jonathan.
All right, Jonathan. The first question I have for you is just where do you work and what industry are you in?
I work for Matrix Technologies in the life sciences industry. Specifically, we're in industrial manufacturing from an engineering perspective.
Okay, great. The next question I have for you is what is your favorite sports team?
Favorite sports team is the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Okay, all right. And then the last question I have for you is since you've never heard of Facility Rockstars before, what's one question you would ask me about it?
What is your favorite part about working for Facility Rockstars?
That's such a great question. I can answer that.
Wonderful.
My favorite part about working with Facility Rockstars is getting to connect with all the facilities rock stars that we have on the show and working with Jay, who's the host, who's right there.
Hey, Jay.
But yeah, it's just nice to make all those new connections and I like the editing too, because I'm a little bit of a tech nerd.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. My name's Amanda, and I'm here with...
I'm John Mark McLaughlin from New England Lab.
All right. So my first question that I have for you is, what is your favorite Boston sports team?
I would have to say I'm a Celtics fan. I do enjoy basketball quite a bit.
Nice. I used to play basketball. It's very fun.
I did too, but now I'm old. So...
Well, the last question that I have for you is if you could ask a question about the Facility Rockstars community, the podcast, what would you ask?
What kind of reach does Facility Rockstars have, geographical and industry-wise?
That's a pretty good question. We mostly tread in the facilities industry, pharmaceutical manufacturing. We have people from Collins Aerospace, so aerospace and defense. Wow, we've had a lot. It kind of ranges pretty far out, but it's like overall facilities.
But geographically speaking, is that limited to New England? Or are you nationwide or?
So we've had people on from other parts of the U.S., but we typically try to stay in the New England area.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining me.
No problem. Have a good day.
Hey, everybody. It's Amanda, and I'm here with...
Jared Ardondo.
And where do you work, and what industry are you in?
So I work with Watson Marlowe. We primarily work in the wastewater, industrial, food and beverage, and pharma industries. I cover pharma as a sales engineer.
Great. My second question for you, very easy, super fun. What's your favorite Boston sports team?
It's probably a toss-up between the Celtics and the Patriots, but I'd probably give it to the Patriots.
Especially since we're at Gillette. It only makes sense.
It makes sense.
And then my last question for you is, since you have never heard of Facility Rockstars, what kind of question would you ask me about it?
I think my question would probably be, what is your biggest takeaway from working at Facility Rockstars? What do you feel brings you the most joy from working there?
Yeah, for me specifically, I just love all the people that I get to talk to. There's just so many interesting folks that we've had on the show, and working with Jay has been such a pleasure.
I can see that. I spoke with him before.
He's great. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Absolutely.
Hey, everyone. I'm Amanda, and I'm joined with...
Hi, my name's Howard Snyder.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So the first question I have is, what industry are you in and where do you work?
Great. So I am part of an architecture, engineering, and construction firm. I've worked about half of my career in those types of fields, and I've also worked about another half of my career in operating facilities.
Great.
Mostly biotechnology.
Perfect. The second question I have for you is, what is your favorite Boston sports team?
Well, we're here at Gillette Stadium, so I'm going to be partial to the Patriots, and I've grown up and lived in Boston all of my life, so I've seen the highs and the lows and the highs and the lows again on several different teams,
Yep.
and it's always interesting to see what will happen next.
Yes. I mean, hey, I will say the last game we had, we did pretty well.
We did really well.
Not
Yeah.
really sure how we're going to do against the Bills this weekend, but we'll see.
You know, it's they flip a coin at the beginning of the game.
Yes. And then the last question that I have for you is, if you could ask me any question about Facility Rockstars, what would it be?
Yeah, I'm really intrigued by this platform. I'd like to know how this platform can help bring facility and operators and people who work in facility management together, and how we can share our questions and share our answers.
Yeah. So the big thing is we have a LinkedIn page. So that's where we all can connect. All of the facilities professionals can go onto our LinkedIn page, follow us. and we post all the time on there from promo clips from like different episodes, and people comment under those because typically a promo clip is a little like key point from the podcast episode that we wanted to highlight. And, people are like, oh, that was such a cool insight. Or, if there's questions, people could comment under that. But we really utilize LinkedIn for that. And then we also have events. So we invite past guests to events, and that's how we connect there. And then we also have our past guests also, they give us like guest nominations.
Great.
So that also helps us like really connect with new people in the industry.
That's fantastic. Well, thanks a lot for introducing me.
Yeah.
And this has been a real blast. I look forward to becoming part of this in the near future.
Yeah, we're looking forward to having you.
Thanks.
That wraps up our special coverage from the ISPE event at Gillette Stadium. A huge thank you to everyone who took the time to speak with us and to the event organizers for creating such a powerful space for connection and conversation. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and share it with your network. And if you were at the event and have thoughts or takeaways you'd like to share, we would love to hear from you. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see everyone next time.
It's a wrap. Another episode of Facility Rockstars is in the books. Facility Rockstars is sponsored by Colutus, operating the way you operate in order to make your life easier. Until next time, facilitate and rock on.